The world is full of gems and diamonds, and we are having some of them here today. Let's start by calling the brightest diamond for today's event. Let's welcome the king of Smule World, Mr. Andy Anderson. Hi, Andy. It's an honor to have you back in the show.
Thank you, Rochelle. I'm so glad to be with the number one superstar from the Philippines today, the very beautiful and talented Rochelle. Thank you for having me on your show.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, Andy. You write powerful song lyrics that capture the hearts of a lot of people across the globe. And you are a rising star. Congratulations. And we are now on your fourth single, You Are My Someday. So, what inspires you to write that lovely song?
Well, the older I get, the more I realize it's not about me, it's about us and our dreams, our hopes, our responsibilities. When you're younger, a baby wants everything right now. It don't matter if it's 3 in the morning, they scream and yell for something. But as you get older, you realize that God really is in control. And sometimes we don't think today is ever going to come. When you're young, you want to get older, and when you're older, you want to stay young. It's just funny how the Lord makes things. I heard this preacher today on television. She was talking about she was invited to Paris to speak. She went to Paris. She was not invited to speak. She was just there, and she was so upset. She said, I realized I don't need to validate myself. The older I get, the more I realize that it's just about today. The Bible says today is the day. So today is our day. Some days are better than others, obviously, but every day is the Lord's day. And so in writing this song, You Are My Someday, I thought about all the times I wanted something to happen. Sometime in the future, I would be happy, but I've got to be happy today. And if I thank God for today, then tomorrow will take care of itself. The Bible says Jesus, and I'm not trying to preach, but it says Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. He always loves us. He always cares for us, and he's always there today. So if we know he's there, he's in control. And so if we can be thankful for the good and the bad, our today, our someday will come if we just be patient and trust him. The waiting is the hard part. The waiting is the hard part. So.
Oh, I love everything you said. And for sure, our audience is now more excited to see who made it to the top 20. Andy, let's roll it. Wild guesses who will be the winners. But before we move forward, we have an exciting announcement. We are so grateful to all our viewers, and with that, we would like to give a little something to the 2 lucky viewers for today. So, for us to know that you guys are tuning in, whoever will like and share this episode, each winner will get a chance to win 1 month's new VIP. The more you share, the more chances of winning. So, good luck, everyone! So Andy, please do the honor. Tell us who nailed the awards.
All right, let's go. The top 3 Smule in-app and social media trendsetters and best performers will win cash prizes, certificate of awards, Smule coins, and if you are a non-VIP Smule member, the winners will also win 1 month Smule VIP. Drum roll, please. And I hope I can pronounce these names right. The Smule in-app Trendsetter Award goes to 3rd place, Hertz Zerk from the Philippines, great singer. 2nd place, Octarita from Indonesia. And 1st place is her mother, Nina Natalia from Indonesia. So those are the top Smule in-app Trendsetter Awards. Now let's go to the Social Media Trendsetter Awards. Drum roll, please. 3rd place, Liwam Ravidlis in Hong Kong, from the Philippines, but living in Hong Kong. 2nd place, Stephanie Yuliani from Indonesia. I think it's Yogyakarta. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I know it's in Indonesia. By the way, this shirt I'm wearing, I didn't realize it. I put it on this morning. The tag says made in Indonesia. That's hilarious. I got to find me a shirt made in the Philippines, though. So then I'll have my 2 lucky shirts.
I'll send you one made in the Philippines. Don't worry.
All right, sounds great. And the
Okay,
number
cool.
one social media trendsetter award goes to Jason Ramirez from the Philippines. Congratulations to all the trendsetter winners. You guys worked so hard to make your entries trending, and we've seen that. It's wonderful, and everyone was so talented, but these are the top three in each category. Thank you so much for all your contribution and all your great voices. Wonderful.
That's right, Andy. They are actually so good, so amazing. But before we give out more prizes, let's welcome another special guest, the awesome producer and collaborator, Mr. Konrad Kania. Hi, Konrad. Welcome to the Trespasses TV show. I am so honored to have you here for the first time. Tell us, how did you and Andy start your music journey together?
Hi everyone, hi Rochelle, thank you for having me. Getting back to your question, I met Andy through my friend Paulina. That was 2019, then they were working together on one of the first Andy's song, In Another World. And basically Paulina just contacted me and asked if I am interested in improving a song a bit. And I thought it sounded like a good idea. And when I got the song, at the time it had just a simple melody, simple chord progressions played by Paulina on the guitar, and I decided to rearrange it for the piano. And then later we also added a violin part. We hired a professional violinist, and
Wow.
I sent the final products the song to Andy, and he liked so much the changes that basically he reached me back and say like, wow, you did an amazing job, are you interested in making more songs for me,
Right.
and that's how it started basically.
Oh, that's
And since this
amazing.
time the collaboration is just wonderful. I would say Andy is a great lyricist. He has so much passion for the music, great person, very warm, and also he gives me a lot of flexibility when it comes to composing, rearranging the songs, because sometimes I am changing a lot of things. And I was worried that I remember at the first time, if I change a bit of lyrics, what's he's gonna think about it. But always he's so open-minded that great. I'm very
Right.
grateful for collaboration with him, really.
Yeah, I agree. Andy is so easy to work with. He's very amazing as well. And your collaboration with Andy is really spectacular, and you both really work so good together. And we recently launched You Are My Someday. Is that your third project or your fourth project with Andy?
As far as I remember, about 5 songs.
Wow.
You Are My Sunday is the last one, but currently we are also working on the sixth one.
That's interesting. So, what's the most unforgettable project so far you did for him, and why?
This is a very good question, and also challenging to ask, because every of that song, has something unique.
Mhm.
I would say, lyrics in that song, they are like just telling different stories. Also, each of that song has different energy. But if I really had to pick something, I would pick I Think You Are My Sunday, because from the beginning I really liked the melody, and the chord progression I did for that song, it really matched with the whole melody.
Right.
And sometimes when you are producing a song and you are hearing the song like 1,000 times, you are just basically tired. You can't
Right.
hear anything, So you need a fresh ear. Usually I turn to my wife, asking like, can you help me? Just can you listen to the song, the last productions? Just basically tell me what you think with your fresh ear, And at the time I remember I played You Are My Sunday for her. She was also following the lyrics, and she got so emotionally involved into the song, that she started to cry. And
That's so sweet.
I think best feedback I could have asked for. I would say,
Oh,
So I remember at the time I was thinking like, this song has to be good.
that's wonderful. Conrad, actually, there's a lot of people who would like to know you more better. So I made a little research about you, and I found out that you started your musical journey when you were 10 with guitar lessons, right? Is that how you first fell in love with music?
Yeah, you did a very good research, I have to say. You got almost everything correct.
Yeah.
But I would say my first instrument was keyboard, And
Oh.
indeed, I started my music journey at the age of 10. When I was a kid, my parents bought me gift, like very small, basic keyboards, I remember,
Mhm.
and just to play with, And then as a teenager, I found out like the guitar, and generally I got fascinated with the rock and metal music. I taught myself how to play the guitar because I'm self-taught, so I never attended to any guitar lessons. I even liked it so much. I remember that we started a local rock metal band here. We played a couple of concerts in the area.
Wow.
But then in 2006, I actually decided to move to Ireland, and I've been living there for 16 years. I didn't expect that it's going to be so long.
Oh.
But I remember the beginnings were very difficult, challenging, because the new culture, everything was new for me.
Right.
But even though I never gave up on my passion for the music, and I started to work beside my regular job with Polish Theatre Island. They are located in Dublin. I mean, they were, because I don't think they exist anymore. And I was working for them as a musical director. And then I started to also give my private guitar lessons for students in all ages, different levels. And then I decided lately to go to school again, got 2 diplomas in composing music for video games from Griffith College and Institute of America Recording Engineering and Sound Production. Now I am working as a freelancer. Eventually I decided to go full-time on freelancing. So I compose music for video games, also design sound effects for video games. I help other artists to rearrange the songs and produce the songs. I produce the songs for them. Generally, everything is connected with audio services, and I really love it. This is my passion. It's always my passion.
My God, Konrad, you're so talented. You got everything, almost
Thank you very much.
everything. Oh, it's an honor
Thank you
to
very
meet
much.
you.
I am blushing now because I was always like humble person, But yeah, it's costed me a tremendous amount of energy, of course. But if you like something, if you really love, I would say follow your passion, because it's gonna pay you off in the future.
Lastly, I've seen your YouTube channel, and wow, you had 60,000 plus subscribers with over 16 million views to one of your video that you had there. And one of them is like 100 greatest guitar riffs of all time, part 1. That was really awesome. So how did it go viral?
Thank you so much for a positive feedback. I'm glad you enjoyed.
Yes, I did.
The whole idea actually came one evening when I was hanging out with my friends. We were playing like a simple game, let's call it, where we tried to guess famous rock songs just by hearing a few notes. And I was just thinking like, okay, so what if I do like compilation? I'll compile this into 100 songs, but I'm gonna do like one song. In music, it's called medley. And basically it worked. I mean, it costed me a tremendous amount of work because I worked on, I think, 40 minutes video about like 3 or 4 months, something like this.
Wow.
Because I prepared everything from the scratch. The drums, the bass guitar, additional guitars, keyboards. So I was listening, the original recordings and tried to copy, exactly how they played it.
Right.
And then I think 1.5 months I was preparing everything, to play it very well, to do not make mistakes. The response was like amazing because, to be honest, at that time I was very shy, and for me it was like, okay, let's do an experiment. I'm just gonna upload the video. I never actually showed my face almost like anywhere, in the internet. And I was like, okay, let's do something different. I remember I uploaded the video on the YouTube and I closed the computer. And I was like, I don't want to see what's gonna happen actually.
No
And the next,
expectations. Mhm.
yeah, exactly. The next day, I remember I opened just to see what is happening. Couple of thousand views, and I was like, how come, So it
Wow.
looks like very like it. The rest of this is a kind of a mystery for me because it started to be like thousands, then millions of views, and I think I got the how can I say, the right product at the right time,
Mhm.
because at the time there were not, you could not find a lot of videos like mine in YouTube. Basically, people liked it so much that they started to send me a messages that yeah, I really like your job, I like your job, can you just do the second part of this,
Mhm.
and then I decided to do the second part, which also took me about 4 months. And the second part of riffs is with the more challenging, riffs. I mean, the level is a bit higher, it's for more advanced guitarists. And then I also decided to do it more for Polish community because I am from Poland. Originally, I'm Polish.
Mhm.
And I did also 100 Polish songs.
Wow.
I think it's about like 40 minutes instant playing as well. Also, I was recording on my own everything in a small room in Dublin. It paid me off in the future, and it's still like, I still got a very positive feedbacks every day. So it's really nice.
Yeah. Well, you so deserve it because you really work so hard with that. And you know what I so like about that part one, Sweet Child of Mine, that's my favorite song. And you played it so good. Amazing. Do you have any advice to all our viewers who want to be like you or how to be Conrad?
Yeah, I'm just a simple guy doing
Mhm.
what I love. But I have to just say that being a music composer, it's not easy. Also, working as a freelancer is basically something which is, every day is unpredictable. You don't know actually what's gonna happen,
Right.
and this is also amazing. But I feel so lucky to have a possibility, to do what I love. This is basically a best job I could ever imagine. I wouldn't switch it for anything else. So that's a privilege because if you do something which you really love and you're gonna do this, for a long time, at the beginning it's difficult, but then you don't just think, you don't feel like you are working. But if you really want to follow this path, I would say first thing which you have to do is like learn an instrument, master your instrument, because you have to find something which is going to resonate with you. Whether it's a guitar, it's piano, your voice should be an extension of your emotions. It should be a way of expressing yourself. As you probably know, there's a lot of competition out there in the music field. So many good musicians, so many good guitarists, vocalists. You need to really spend some time practicing. And if you start to write a song, I would say write regularly. Because theory, one thing, is very crucial. It's going to show you and going to teach you a lot of things. Write 50 songs instead of reading 50 books about songwriting. And you're going to get much more, knowledge and skill just by practicing what you want to do, what you love. Don't be also limited to one music genre. Listen to other genres because they're gonna give you a different perspective. You're gonna have more ideas for music ideas, for composing. Be patient also, I would say, because practicing any instrument and doing something like complex is gonna require an energy, and sometimes you're gonna have a days like, no, I don't want to do this anymore, I am
Mhm.
tired. I had so many days like this, but if you really love something, you're always going to come back and do it again. Be open also for feedbacks, because it's good to find mentors, people from the same field, like music field. They're going to give you an honest feedback, and you're going to see what you did wrong, and never treat it as a failure. Treat it as a chance to learn a new things, to improve. I think the last advice I would give is be authentic. Try to be yourself, because copying other artists, doing a covers is good because you can see the structure and techniques from the inside. It's good to ask the questions like why this song is so good, why people like it, what works there in the song. But doing things just for popularity's sake, it's never good. Music should be your emotions, your expression of your emotions should be authentic and enjoyable.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for that great advice. Conrad, I so love everything you said, and that's very inspiring. And for sure, our audience will learn a lot from you. Or they can contact you in case they need your expertise on audio services, guitar lessons, or theater, whatever.
Rochelle, thank you very much again for having me. It was a pleasure to talk to you and answer to your questions. I'm sorry for my English. English is not my first language, and
no,
also it was my first interview, so kind of a challenge for me. But thank you so much. If you want to contact me, feel free to visit my official website, konradkania.com. There is a bookmark contact. You can basically send me a message regarding guitar lessons, music productions, or just drop me a message to say hello. I will always respond. And additionally, if you are more into guitar stuff, you can check my YouTube channel. If you type in a Google search Progmind Productions or on YouTube Progmind Productions or even my name Konrad Kania, I'm absolutely sure that you're going to find my channel. And this is for more guitar related content. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Conrad. You did so well. And yeah, thank you for sharing your time with us. I really enjoyed this interview and I really hope to see you again very soon.
Feel free to contact me if you have more questions. I'm happy to help.
Yes, thank
you very much.
Thank you, Konrad. And let's go back to Andy.
Okay, Rochelle, before we announce the top 10 performers, I just want to thank first our beautiful judges. And I guess they're all women because I don't know about it. I don't need beautiful men. I'm just kidding. The first judge is the great and talented Tess Rivera from Australia. Then the great and talented Shirley Chang from Bethesda, Maryland, USA, which is right up the road from me, about 20 hours drive. And then Rochelle Harder, who I think is a very good friend of yours and a good friend of mine from the Philippines. And I want to thank these judges for spending their time and effort and energy to hear all of these great singers. I don't ever envy a judge's work because no matter what you do, somebody is going to be mad at you. So I'm so thankful I'm not a judge. I don't want to be a judge, but I want to thank these great ladies, these great singers for taking the time out of their busy schedule to listen to these beautiful compositions, these beautiful singers, and to be judges. So anyway, let's now make some noise for the top 10 performers of You Are My Someday. Drum roll, please. Yeah.
I don't know why, but someday never came until you chose me and just spoke my name. They say someday it will never come. They say today is the only truth. I say someday is today, the day that I found you. Yesterday's a whisper, tomorrow's only dreaming. Oh, but someday in your arms is the day my life for meaning.
You found me in the shadows, you carried me on your wings. Now someday has stolen today, and love is what I sing.
They say someday it will never come. They said today is the only truth.
I see someday is today, the day your love broke through.
That's awesome, Andy. Let's reveal the last 3 awesome performers.
All right, Rochelle, we're thrilled to announce the top 3 winners of the You Are My Someday Best Performers. And here they are. Third place, Julia Julai Ayan from Lombok Island, Indonesia. second place goes to someone who lives right up the road from me in my neighboring state of Davidson, North Carolina, right here in the USA, the state next to Tennessee. That's Krista Owen Volker.
A day without your love, for each new day with you is a someday I dream of.
Great job, Krista. And first place, the great singer from Saint Pierre, Reunion Island, France, Lawrence Pierre, the next Celine Dion.
They said today, you're the only true. I said someday is today, the day that I left you.
All of these performances were so great, and I'm so thankful for all of them. But these are the top three best performers as voted on by the judges, and I'm sure everyone that hears their voices will agree.
Really amazing job. So what can you say? How does it feel when somebody's like singing your song?
It's very humbling, and I'm very thankful that they took the time really to learn it. You know, the songs I sing that I haven't written, obviously, are just songs I've heard on the radio that captured my heart, and I wanted to sing them. I guess we all are a little bit, I know I am sometimes a little bit, what's the word, self-confident, and I'll hear a song and I'll think, I can sing it better than that. So thanks to Smule, we have the opportunity to find out. And so I sing a song because I'll hear it on the radio or it'll be in my mind. So these are songs that people have never heard because, you know, obviously with the help of the good Lord, I wrote them and have help from Konrad and from Paula on our first song, In Another World, and other collaborators have helped. But to take the time to learn it and to sing it is very humbling, and it takes time to do that. So when I hear someone sing my song, I'm very thankful, and I pray the Lord blesses them and it touches them, and they feel possibly what I felt as I was writing. So I want to invite people to sing my songs. You can go to smule.com/Andy Anderson _TN for Tennessee. I'm from Tennessee. And you can find all my songs there. I would love to hear your performance, love for you to share it with me. And we're going to continue doing, you know, what we're doing. So we've got some other songs. I've got actually 3 more songs in the works. 2 of them have been uploaded to Smule and one of them will be uploaded soon. And I keep saying that I'm going to stop, but then I get inspired to do something. I start writing it down. It kind of reminds me, I don't know if this story correlates with what I've done, but it's a funny story. I heard this comedian say he went into a donut shop to buy a donut. And when he bought the donut, the lady behind the counter tried to hand him a receipt. And he said, I don't need a receipt. I just need a donut. He said, what am I going to do with that receipt? Go home and file it under D for donut in my filing cabinet? He said, I'll give you the cash. You give me the donut. End of story. Well, that's funny, but when you have a song in your heart, you want to write it down so you don't forget it. I'm sure you've had dreams before. I know I have, that I wake up and it was like I just watched a movie. The dream was so vivid, was so real, was so unbelievable. But of course, as the day progresses, your mind does other things and you forget about the dream. Well, a song, or if you write something down like a journal, it kind of, you can go back to that and read it later. And, you know, that's what pictures do to us. So I'm thankful that I was able to, the Lord's given me the talent to write songs. But in reality, we got to remember, especially as I get older, that that's part of life. But real life is living with the people around you and loving them and putting up with all the good and the bad and the nonsense. Because I know you, probably like me, have family, and there's no perfect family in the world. And you know that if you spend time with your family. You know, it's funny, I'm the only one perfect in my family. I don't know what they're talking about. They all tell me things that I don't do right, but I'm looking at them. But that's the way God loves us. He loves us just like we are. The good, the bad, the ugly. God loves us unconditionally, and that's the way we need to love. And in loving and doing what he puts, you know, the things that he blesses sometimes are not the things we want to do. So we have to be careful not to just keep banging our head against the wall doing what he's not blessing. If he's blessing it, do it. But if he's not blessing it, don't try to make something happen that he's not making work. So I'm not trying to preach a sermon here, but I know that if you love music, sing, follow your dreams, but don't forget to work hard and pay your bills. So that's kind of my takeaway today. But I'm finished. I'll stop rambling on here, Rochelle, and let you have it.
Oh, well, everything sounds great, Andy. And, you know, Konrad told me a while ago that you are really incredible. You're a good writer, and he's very happy to be working with you. And yeah, just like me as well, we're so blessed to have you around, and you are a blessing to everybody, actually, because you share your time, your talent to everyone. And imagine we're learning new songs because of you. And yeah, and you will see it from all your fans and to your friends as well, that they actually we are enjoying singing your song, and it may be something new to our ears, but hey, we're so proud. I mean, we know this person who did this song, and now we get the chance to sing it. And yeah, thank you, Andy. Thank you for that opportunity.
Well, I want to thank you for singing my song. You
Mhm.
sang it so beautifully, and like I messaged you when I heard it. I said, if you weren't the host, you'd probably win the contest. I mean,
Aw,
you did it so wonderfully. And Konrad is such a blessing. He's so talented. And if you ever have a song you've written,
right.
he is more than happy to work with. Of course, I know he's very busy. He writes music for video games, for I think television, movies, for people all over the world. He's always busy, but he is such a genius, and I'm so thankful that he came into my life and helped me. And he's done a wonderful job, and I'm looking forward to collaborating more songs with him. And hopefully, within the next few months, we'll have a CD coming out, and we'll have to send you a copy, Rochelle, and hopefully,
Yeah.
everyone that won this contest will get a complimentary copy. We can make that work. So
Oh.
thank you so much. Thank you for having me on the show. I'm so excited about what's going on, what's happening in your life, and we're just going to keep singing and doing our best.
Yes, and always a pleasure. And I'm looking forward for your new project. So, would you like to invite everyone to,
Oh
yeah,
yes,
I think one of your songs is already up, right? Your new song
yes,
already up in the Smule app,
yes, yes. Please practice. It's easy to sing it if you just do the. We have a guitar version, just the guitar that you can
right?
sing. Then we have the full orchestration. That one's a little harder because Konrad did it, and he's very talented. So he made it a little bit more hard to sing. But both of them are so beautiful. But the title of the song is "Gone, but Not Gone." I was sitting at my table once, drinking coffee, and I just thought about people in my life that I've loved that have passed on. And then something said, they're not gone. They're not gone. They're still alive. You just don't see
Right.
them. And so when we lose somebody we love, I know my nephew was such a cute little boy. He died at 5 years old of brain tumor, and it was so sad. He was such a sweet kid, and but he's in heaven. I know he's not gone, and that's what the song basically sings. We cherish your sweet memories, but know that in Christ we never die. So that's up, and we also have another one called "Love Will Light Our Way." The guitar version is on Smule right now, and then we have one other one, Always and Forever, that's not up there yet, but it will be shortly. So any of those songs, I hope they can sing them with me, and I'd love to hear them, love to share them on Facebook and Instagram. So please do.
Wow. So another great song from Andy Anderson. Oh, I'm so excited. I will definitely try to learn that very soon. So,
Yes.
yeah, thank you, Andy. Well, everything sounds great. Thank you so much. You are always incredible, and you are so kind again to share your talents with us. And absolutely, we are so excited again for your new project. So, guys, please follow Andy Anderson in the Smule Lab and social media so you won't miss the next events lineup. And for sure, it's going to be fun. Thanks for
Amen.
watching. And always remember that love and kindness are never wasted, they always make a difference. They bless the one who receives them, and they bless you, the giver. God bless us all and stay safe until next time. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you, Rochelle.
Yeah. All right.